Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau have finally done what fans, media outlets, and celebrity watchers around the world have been waiting for. After months of rumors, public appearances, and growing speculation, the global pop superstar and the former Prime Minister of Canada have officially stepped onto a red carpet together as a couple, confirming one of the most unexpected celebrity romances in recent memory. For months, people wondered whether there was really something happening between them. Every public sighting created a new wave of headlines, every photograph sparked new theories, and every appearance together sent social media into a frenzy. Until now, there was always uncertainty. Were they simply friends, casually dating, or building something much more serious? Their latest appearance seems to have answered that question once and for all. When Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau arrived together at a major public event, smiling confidently for photographers and appearing completely comfortable in each other's company, they effectively made their relationship official in front of the world. It was the kind of celebrity moment that instantly dominated entertainment headlines and became one of the most talked about stories online. What makes this relationship so fascinating is not just the fact that two famous people are dating. Celebrity relationships happen all the time. What makes this story different is how unlikely the pairing appears at first glance. Katy Perry is one of the biggest pop stars of her generation, known for chart-topping hits, sold-out tours, unforgettable performances, and a colorful public personality that has captivated audiences for nearly 2 decades. Justin Trudeau, meanwhile, spent years leading an entire country as Prime Minister of Canada, becoming one of the most recognizable political figures in the world. One built a career in music and entertainment, while the other built his reputation in politics and public service. Yet, despite coming from completely different worlds, they somehow found common ground. The story becomes even more interesting when you look at where both of them were in life before this relationship began. For Katy Perry, the last few years were filled with significant personal changes. While her career continued to thrive, her personal life was going through a difficult transition. Her long-term relationship with Orlando Bloom had been one of the most talked-about romances in Hollywood. Fans followed their journey for years, watched them build a family together, and celebrated the birth of their daughter, Daisy. Because of that history, many people assumed they would remain together indefinitely. So when news emerged that the breakup had come to an end, fans were surprised. The breakup marked the end of an important chapter in Perry's life. Even though both Perry and Bloom remained committed to co-parenting and maintaining a respectful relationship for their daughter, there was no denying that the separation represented a major emotional shift. At the same time, Justin Trudeau was also experiencing a period of transition. After years serving in one of the most demanding political positions in the world, he was entering a different stage of life. Being Prime Minister is more than a job. It becomes a lifestyle where every decision is scrutinized, every appearance is analyzed, and every personal choice becomes public discussion. Stepping away from that role creates space for reflection, personal growth, and new beginnings. For both Perry and Trudeau, life seemed to be entering a new chapter. Neither may have expected those chapters to eventually intersect, but that's exactly what happened. The first rumors emerged when the pair were spotted spending time together. Initially, many people dismissed the reports. Celebrities often meet through mutual friends, events, charity functions, or professional connections. A dinner or casual outing doesn't necessarily mean romance. But then more sightings followed, and then more. People began noticing a pattern. The two appeared increasingly comfortable together. There was a chemistry that seemed difficult to ignore. Every appearance fueled additional speculation. Entertainment reporters started paying closer attention, and social media users began connecting the dots. Fans became increasingly convinced that something special was happening behind the scenes. What made the speculation even more intense was the fact that neither Perry nor Trudeau rushed to publicly define the relationship. They allowed the mystery to continue. As often happens in celebrity culture, the lack of official confirmation only increased public curiosity. Discussion forums exploded with theories. Entertainment programs dedicated entire segments to analyzing the relationship. Social media platforms filled with reactions ranging from excitement to disbelief. Some people loved the pairing immediately, while others couldn't quite believe it. Many simply found the entire situation fascinating. How often does a global pop icon begin dating a former world leader? The uniqueness of the relationship became part of its appeal. As more information emerged, a clearer picture began to form. Sources close to the couple described a relationship built on mutual respect and understanding. Despite their different careers, they shared many experiences. Both understood what it meant to live under constant public scrutiny. Both knew the pressure of having every move analyzed by millions of people. Both had spent years balancing personal lives with demanding professional responsibilities. And perhaps most importantly, both understood what it felt like to navigate major life transitions in the public eye. Those shared experiences may have created a bond that outsiders could not immediately see. Over time, the relationship continued to grow. The pair reportedly spent more time together, and public appearances became increasingly frequent. Observers noticed how relaxed they seemed around each other. Instead of appearing cautious or guarded, they appeared genuinely happy. That happiness became even more visible during Katy Perry's recent tour. The tour represented one of the biggest professional undertakings of her career. Large-scale tours require months of preparation, constant travel, endless rehearsals, and tremendous emotional energy. Performers spend countless hours away from home while dealing with pressure, fatigue, and enormous expectations. For Perry, the tour came during a period of significant personal change. Yet, despite those challenges, she delivered performance after performance for audiences around the world. According to those close to her, Justin Trudeau became an important source of support throughout that journey. Support matters, especially during difficult periods. Success often looks glamorous from the outside, but behind every successful public figure is a private life filled with challenges, doubts, fears, and emotional struggles. Having someone who provides stability can make a tremendous difference. Based on Perry's own comments, that is exactly what Trudeau represented. When she described him as someone who anchors her, people immediately paid attention. The statement suggested that the relationship wasn't based solely on attraction or excitement. Instead, it appeared to offer something deeper: security, trust, comfort, and partnership. Those qualities often become increasingly important as people mature, and many fans responded positively because the description felt authentic and relatable. As the relationship gained more attention, public reactions became increasingly divided. Some fans enthusiastically embraced the couple, viewing the romance as a refreshing example of two accomplished individuals finding happiness later in life. Others remained skeptical. Celebrity relationships often face intense scrutiny. People question motives, speculate about intentions, and analyze every detail. That's simply part of modern celebrity culture. Yet, despite the criticism and speculation, Perry and Trudeau appeared largely unbothered. Rather than responding to every rumor, they continued living their lives and allowing the relationship to develop naturally. Eventually, they reached the moment that changed everything: the red carpet debut. For celebrities, walking a red carpet together carries enormous symbolic significance. It represents a public acknowledgement of the relationship. It sends a clear message that they are no longer interested in hiding from speculation. That's why this appearance generated so much attention. It wasn't simply another public sighting, it was confirmation, a statement, an announcement without needing an actual announcement. The photographs quickly spread around the world. Entertainment websites featured them prominently. Television programs discussed them extensively. Social media users shared and reposted the images millions of times. Many observers noted how natural the couple looked together. There was no obvious awkwardness or discomfort. Instead, they appeared relaxed and genuinely happy. Fans pointed to their smiles, their body language, and the way they interacted throughout the event. Everything suggested a couple comfortable with each other and comfortable with their decision to go public. The authenticity of those moments became one of the most discussed aspects of the evening. In many ways, the red carpet debut symbolized the merging of two completely different worlds: entertainment and politics, music and government, pop culture and public service. The combination fascinated audiences because it felt so unusual. Unusual stories capture attention, and few celebrity relationships have felt quite as unexpected as this one. As coverage continued, many commentators began discussing broader themes connected to the relationship. Some focused on the idea of second chances. Others talked about personal reinvention and finding happiness after major life transitions. Many pointed out that both Perry and Trudeau entered this relationship after significant changes in their personal lives. There is something relatable about that narrative. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned. Relationships end, careers evolve, priorities shift, and unexpected opportunities appear. Sometimes the most meaningful connections happen when we least expect them. That idea resonated strongly with fans and observers around the world. The relationship also sparked conversations about public perception. Both Perry and Trudeau have spent years living under intense scrutiny. Every success has been analyzed, every mistake magnified, and every personal decision discussed publicly. Finding happiness under those circumstances is not always easy. Yet, despite the pressure, they appear determined to prioritize their relationship and enjoy this new chapter together. Of course, questions remain. Will the relationship continue growing stronger? Will they eventually take even bigger steps together? Could engagement rumors emerge in the future? At this stage, nobody knows. What is clear, however, is that the relationship has already exceeded many expectations. What began as rumors has evolved into one of the most talked about celebrity romances of the year. Judging by the level of public interest, people remain eager to see what happens next. For now, Katy Perry appears focused on her music, her daughter, and the exciting new chapter unfolding in her personal life. Justin Trudeau appears equally committed to embracing life beyond politics while supporting someone who has become incredibly important to him. Together, they represent one of the most unexpected celebrity pairings of recent years. Whether you're a longtime Katy Perry fan, a follower of Trudeau's political career, or simply someone who enjoys celebrity news, there is no denying that their story has captured global attention. The red carpet debut may have answered one major question, but it has also created countless new ones. Where will the relationship go from here? What challenges will they face? How will they balance their busy lives? And could this become one of the defining celebrity love stories of the decade? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the world is watching. And based on everything we've seen so far, this remarkable story is only just beginning.